Morning Faith Church. I'm out here on the Levee this morning, where you can usually find me in the morning, sometimes as early as before dawn. It's been a practice of mine for some time now to just get out here and walk. It's usually just me and Coop. Almost always I see no one else out here, but these days with shelter in place, there's been a lot more people out walking, which is good. Never really occurred to me until this week, actually, that if you read in the very beginning of the Bible, Genesis chapter 3, it's just after Adam and Eve have rebelled against God, that the very first activity that we see God doing in the scriptures after creation is walking. Genesis 3:8 says that God was out walking in the cool of the day in the garden. On a normal day, perhaps Adam and Eve would have been walking with him, but because of their sin, they were ashamed and they ran and hid from him. It's occurred to me that, and it's been real in my life as well, that one of the ways I've been able to pray best is to walk with God in the mornings like this. For whatever reason, I have a hard time when I sit and pray. My mind gets distracted so easily, but when I walk, I find it easy, much easier. I would encourage you to try this practice, to read the scriptures. This morning it's Psalm 145 and Matthew 14, and after you read, do what I have tried to do and see if it works for you. I just go walk and pray with God about what I've read, about questions I have, about things that have struck me. Sometimes I often pray for other people, my family, our church, the world. A lot of times I just walk in silence and listen to whatever it is God might want to say to me. Strikes me that in our second reading today, the New Testament reading, that Jesus is out walking too. He's out walking on the water with the disciples in the boat, and he encourages Peter to come out and walk with him. Another example of God walking with us. So I would, encourage you to do this practice, to maybe even print out the Psalm 145 today on a piece of paper and take it with you and pray as you walk and listen and see what God does. I'm going to link on the email a video that's just fantastic. It's about 30 minutes. I would really encourage you to watch it. It's called Godspeed. It's an American Presbyterian pastor about his experience of learning to walk in Scotland, and it will really encourage you. Just would like to encourage you as well to be with us for worship tomorrow at 10 o'clock. We will be online. All the instructions are there on our webpage to do so. And hope you'll be with us, and also want to encourage you to think about inviting somebody else who you may know that might come and worship with us. There is a need for community and hope these days among lots of people, and we will be in community tomorrow morning, and I'll have a message of hope. And so think of someone today that you could reach out to and invite to join with us, and we would love to have them with us. So encourage you today. May you know God's love and the grace and peace of Christ and the fellowship of the Spirit, and we will look forward to being together tomorrow.